Hey there guys, Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Had Rean Schwarzer's Powers. This is part 8. In the last part, Izuku, Laura, alongside Aizawa, were helping defeat some of the villains while Laura and Izuku were fighting against the Nomu. However, Izuku took a heavy blow from the Nomu and soon was consumed in a huge uncontrollable rage as his hair turned white, his eyes turned red, and his flames that were once red became that of black purplish flames. And then Laura basically giving up the fight and got Izuku back to his senses by embracing him. And then now Bakugo and some of Class 1A began wanting to get answers on Izuku. And with that said, let's get into this, shall we guys? As Izuku is still in the infirmary with Bakugo, Ochako, Laura, Emma, Tsuyu, Momo, and Ida alongside Machias as well, we're all taking a seat, we're all taking some extra seats and also sitting on some extra beds as well in the infirmary with Izuku explaining, there was a part of me, always a small piece of me with my quirk. That part, that was somewhat like a dark shadow looming within me. In a way, more like a dark flame. I always felt it, eating at me, growing, completely getting stronger and stronger. But over time, I just ignored it. I just didn't think that it was part of me at all. But now, as I began using my quirk and began getting stronger in the 8 leaves, 1 blade style, it gets stronger too. And there are times when I feel overwhelmed, feel like I was going to lose or going to get hurt. My body changes. I'm guessing that's what you were talking about when you last saw me, Uraka. It's saying, yeah, your hair turned white. And not only that, it looked like there was something surrounding you, like some kind of aura in a way when I first met you during entrance exam. As then, Laura saying, I saw it too during our battle training. Your eyes turned red for a split second, but your hair didn't. I thought it was just an illusion or my mind playing tricks on me, but I saw it. I saw it, Izuku. As then, Emma saying, Izuku, what is this? Saying, well, personally, it's the other side of my quirk, the other half of it. I didn't tell my mom about this, but I did go to the hospital one day when I wasn't training. I felt like something was a part of me, and sooner or later, the doctor said that there was a hidden aspect of my quirk, something lurking within the depths of it. And let's just say, I just tried to ignore it. I didn't want to use it one bit. But now that I was lost control, that I lost sight of who I was, and I gave in to it. I guess it's properly, you should call it my wild side in a way. And yes, it's still good being called his wild side instead of his ogre side, like how Rean calls it in Trails of Cold Steel. So yeah, just letting you guys know. As Izuku says, on my quirk sheet, it says that my quirk is called pyrokinesis, but in fact, the doctors renamed it a couple years back to wild flames instead. So yeah, and soon he turns to Bakugo saying, Kachan, I'm so sorry that I kept this a secret from you for so long. As he's saying, as he turns around saying, you're only sorry because you got caught. That's all. As Izuku saying, but I really am. I just didn't want you saying, what, getting hurt? What, you think I can't handle you in your little crazed state? You think I'm weak? That's what? It's saying, that's not, as Laura's saying, Bakugo, enough. can't you see that Izuku was thinking about your well-being and saying, you don't think I can handle him either? Don't give me that bullshit. I'm not weak. I'm more pissed off that you kept this a secret from me and expect you to think I couldn't handle you. That you couldn't trust me. That's what pisses me off the most, Hano. What the hell? As Izuku's head is down, as soon Emma's saying, please everyone, let's all calm down. You're not making this any easier for Midoriya. And can't you see that he is broken up about doing this? And especially about giving into this darkness. With Tsuyu saying, I agree with Milstein. I really believe that Midoriya is sorry, Bakugo. Can you at least try and forgive him? Because he was worried about you. It almost looked like he was worried about all of us. He didn't expect this to happen. I think nobody would. With soon Izuku saying, thank you, Emma, Tsuyu, as they both smile, saying anytime. With soon Maki is adjusting his glasses, saying, well, what about you, Izuku? Do you think that you can control it? Or is this probably a current occasion if you ever get hurt? Or possibly saying, lately I was able to control it, but there are times when I'm pushed past my limit or when I take a huge amount of damage that it just comes out. If I'm ever pushed to that point of exhaustion or I feel like I just can't take it anymore, it just comes out without any warning. It's just how it is. With Momo soon asking, have you ever thought about controlling it? Saying, I told you I've always just suppressed it. I never wanted to use it one bit or even thought of tapping into it because it just feels wrong, unnatural. And this is another aspect of my quirk that I can't control. And I thought training in years of the 8 Leaves One Blade style probably helped me control it, help me suppress it to the point where I don't even need it anymore. As soon, Recovery Girl couldn't help but have a down smile hearing this too. With then Ida saying, then find ways to control it. If you need our help, we are your classmates, Midoriya. Don't ever expect us not to come and help you. As you keep saying, Ida, thank you. But this is, as Bakugo soon basically bumps Izuku on the head with his fist, saying, you idiot, he's right. Stop trying to do things on your own, damn it. We're here for you, asshole. As Izuku saying, I get it. Sorry, Kachan. As Bakugo just crosses his arms, with then him leaving, saying, I'm gonna head out. I'll tell our stupid classmates that you're doing all right. And you better be the one to tell them everything tomorrow or whatever. Soon, Bakugo leaves, slamming the door, with Izuku smiling, saying, well, I guess Kachan's back to normal now. As they all saying, you call that normal? As saying, well, yeah, that's how most of our arguments go. He normally gets pissed off, shouts a little bit. I basically tell him how I feel and also try to convince him through his ego. And personally, it could have gone a lot more worse. He could have actually exploded me. And, well, it has happened at least 2 to 3 times in our arguments. As they saying, holy crap, how the hell are these two friends? With Izuku thinking about getting out of bed, as Recovery Girl saying, stop right there. You are in no condition to want to get out of bed, especially with that huge scar on your chest. Saying, scar? What are you talking about? As he soon looks down, realizing that he does have a huge scar on his chest. Saying, did that happen from the Nomu? Saying, yes, however, it didn't come from my quirk, unfortunately. When I was about to kiss you after you came to the infirmary, turns out your quirk already healed you while you were unconscious. And I believe it was even healing you while you were fighting at the USJ in that crazed state you called your wild form. As the cover girl tells Izuku this, as he's pretty shocked, saying, so I'm still, as soon Emma's saying, let me help out. My quirk, I can use my quirk to help you out if you feel like it, Izuku. If that's okay with you, recovery girl. And saying, well, try and do what you can for him. That's all I can ask for. As soon, Emma saying, of course. Then she begins using her quirk as she says an incantation. As soon, Izuku's chest begins healing, with the pain began to fade. As Izuku saying, thank you, Emma. I appreciate it. As saying, don't mention it, Midoriya. As then, Momo and Makis, alongside Ida, began leaving the infirmary. As soon, all that was left was Emma and Laura, alongside Ochako and Tsuyu. As Ochako asks Izuku if he needs anything before they leave, as even Tsuyu wanting to help as well, saying, I'm fine. I think I just need to get a little bit of rest and then I'll head back home. Is that okay, recovery girl? As saying, of course, you can. After hearing this, soon all four girls began leaving, with, however, Laura stayed for a bit, as she soon went to Izuku and kissed him on the cheek. As Izuku was actually shocked because a girl has never kissed him before, as she's saying, thank you for saving me, Midoriya. And once again, I don't know if you heard this, but I am sorry that you took the blow that was meant for me. As Izuku is still shocking as he begins starting saying, no, it's all right. I would have done it for anybody. After all, I don't like seeing the people I care about getting hurt. As his face is still pretty red, with Laura soon walking out. As Izuku's saying, that just happened to me. A couple hours later, Izuku began leaving UA out of his hero uniform and started heading back home. After this, Class 1A had a couple days off, at least 2 days, to recover after the incident at the USJ. Soon, Izuku couldn't help but just lay in his bed for at least his first day off, just wanting to just think about what happened after he lost control, as he feels like he will never do it again, that he has to find some way to control it or some way to suppress it. He can't keep letting this wild side of him control him in times like this. After just laying on his back for at least 2 to 3 hours, Izuku decided to go out and get some air, as he tells his mom that he'll be out for a bit, as he begins leaving his apartment and walking down the street for a bit. As he just kept on walking and walking, he soon hears a cat meowing, as he thinks, huh? What the? As he looks around, as he sees that it's a black cat with a blue ribbon on her tail, as saying, wait a minute, is that? He hears a girl screaming out, Celine! Celine! As there he sees Emma, as he says, Emma? Saying, oh, Izuku. Are you saying, yeah, I'm doing a lot more better. I'm fine now. As she soon goes over to Celine and picks her up. As there, Izuku walks to Emma saying, are you doing okay? After saying, I'm fine. But what about you? Are you still? I'm good. You don't have to worry about me. I'm totally fine. As the two just stand there for a bit without saying anything, before Emma saying, I wish I was there to help you before you could have. Saying, hey, don't be like that. Accidents happen, and I would have done it for anybody. Even if the punch was there for you, I would have done I would have defended you just like how I would for Laura. I promise. Saying this, she began blushing quite a bit as she soon has her head down, saying, "It's so weird that you could say stuff like that with just a straight face. I mean, who does that?" As she begins feeling a little bit nervous, as Izuku's saying, Emma? Milstein? Are you okay?" Saying, "I'm totally fine. I just came for a walk with Celine, that's all." As he looks at Celine, saying, "Aw, she seems pretty cute." As Izuku was about to pet her, she soon was about to scratch him, but he pulls his hand back before she could. As Izuku saying, as Emma saying, "Celine," with saying, No, I guess it's right. I guess I was kind of making you uncomfortable, was I?" As she's just protecting her owner, right? As Emma saying, "I guess so." Soon, the two couldn't help but laugh, with Emma saying, "Hey, Izuku." As Izuku saying, "Yeah," with her saying, if you feel like you're overwhelmed, or if you feel like you can't talk to anybody, or if you can't talk to Bakugo, you can come to me and talk to me about the other side of your quirk. After all, we are kind of neighbors and friends." As Izuku saying, "Emma, fine. All right, I wouldn't want to worry you after all, so I will. But I guess I should tell Kachan too. At least some things that could actually make him less, anxious, that's all." As she's saying, "That'd be a good idea. After all, I don't think all of us want to hear him screaming from the top of his lungs at any of us, or mostly at you." As Izuku saying ditto on that, with the two began laughing. As she soon splits off, Emma begins hearing a voice saying, "Geez, the two of you really are something else. It's really easy to tell that you have a crush on him, Emma." It's saying, "Wait, that's not like that, Celine. He's just a friend." As she looks down, as the person talking being her cat, saying, Yeah, keep telling yourself that, Celine. But at any rate, just make sure that you keep an eye on him. Just looking at him for a split second, there's something different about him. Something that's just been unleashed, just for a split second." As Emma's saying, "I know, I can tell. His quirk really is something different." Soon, a couple days have gone by, as Izuku did go to Bakugo, basically telling him everything about his wild side and wanting to ask him to actually forgive him for once, even though Bakugo has. However, as Bakugo said that he will forgive him on one condition, as Izuku saying, "Name it," with Bakugo telling him, "I want to fight you in your wild form, with no holds bar, just you and me, and that other side of your quirk, and see who really is the strongest between the both of us." As Izuku's saying, "That's going to be tough, and I mean really tough." As Izuku began getting down, as Bakugo soon screams out, "Then we'll work on it together, because I won't be behind you, and I don't want you being afraid of your own power. We're trained to become heroes, the both of us. I don't want the future number 2 hero and my future number 1 sidekick to be afraid of his own damn quirk." As Izuku saying, "You're still on that, aren't you, Kachan? That I'll be the number 2 hero or your sidekick. All right, fine. We'll work at it. Just the two of us. But it is going to be tough since I have suppressed it for almost, 10 years after all." As Bakugo's saying, "That doesn't mean a damn thing to me. Let's just do this." As soon, Izuku takes a deep breath as they leave Bakugo's place, with Izuku saying bye to Mitsuki. Soon, the two began training with each other, as it being almost all day and all night. As the two began leaving from their usual training spots, as they began heading home, Bakugo soon told Izuku, saying, Hano, if you feel like you're going to be overwhelmed, or if you're going to feel like your other side of your quirk is going to take over, just remember, I'm the one that's going to snap you back to your senses. I'm not going to hold anything back, damn it. As soon, Izuku saying, thanks, Kachan. I appreciate it, man. As Bakugo soon smirks, saying, let's go, see you tomorrow. Saying, yeah, see you tomorrow. As everything goes back to normal, as Izuku heads back to UA, on his way there, he was hoping that he can catch up with Bakugo, knowing that he would always end up leaving home early, even though Izuku could have made it. As he tries making it to the train station, he soon hears somebody saying, oh, I had too much to drink last night. As Izuku thinks, is that a drunken person? What the actual hell? As he couldn't help, wait, why does that voice sound so familiar? As he soon looks over to the other side of the alleyway and realizes that it's his hero combat teacher, being, well, Sarah Valentine. As Izuku saying, Miss Valentine, what the hell are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be at the school? As saying, oh, Midoriya, hey, how you doing, kid? Aren't you supposed to be at school? I'm asking you that! As saying, wait, you smell like freaking alcohol. Have you been drinking? As saying, well, yeah. What's wrong with that? Saying, but you're a teacher, and you're supposed to be at the school. You know what? Screw it. There's a way for me to sober you up. As he runs as fast as he can using the 8 leaves running style, as he soon heads back home, as he begins making his special tea that his master taught him how to make in case he needs to have an extra strength in training and extra energy too. As he also told him that if he gets old enough, it's also one heck of a hangover drink to snapping people up for drinking too much. Soon he makes it and heads back to Sarah, as saying, wow, you're so fast, Midoriya. It's surprising seeing that you don't have a quirk. Well, you don't have a speed quirk, saying, that's not the case, just drink this. As he tries handing to her, she actually barely can grab it, saying, damn it. Soon decided to actually help her drink it. Soon after, a couple minutes later, she soon snapped out of it, as saying, whoa, that actually perked me up. As saying, seriously, Miss Valentine, why are you drinking so early in the morning? As saying, well, it's kind of a long story. As he's saying, bad breakup. Saying, hey, it's written all over your face. As saying, okay, yes, I got a break. The person I was dating just broke up with me overnight. Just overnight. As soon as I saw my messages this morning, I couldn't help but drink almost every booze that I had in my apartment to drink my sorrows away, even though I realized I have to be at UA. I tried getting myself back to normal, but realizing that there was no way in hell that was going to happen. As Izuku saying, and then one of your students just had to sober your ass up. Talk about making a good example for a hero class, but I guess that's what I expect from the ex-vigilante, the Purple Lightning. As she's saying, how the hell do you know about that, Midoriya? Saying, well, there was an article about you, about certain vigilantes that do a better job than heroes, and your name came up. That you've taken care of a couple of powerful villains and some corrupt heroes. You were one of the best of the best. soon after, just 5 years later, you just disappeared. And now I found out that you are literally now a teacher at UA, even though you're almost close to our age. So I gotta ask, how the hell did that happen? As she soon just takes a deep breath, saying, a lot has happened, kid. And let's just say UA gave me a position to make a new start for myself and train the next generation of heroes like yourself. So that's how I got to UA. As saying, that doesn't really sum it up, but I'll take it for now. At any rate, I better get going before I miss my train, as he soon runs as fast as he can to the train station. As Sarah just stands there saying, he's a good kid, a really good kid. He would make an awesome hero, and maybe a good husband. As she begins saying this, as she soon says, oh my god, what the hell am I saying? He's one of my students. As soon she begins activating her quirk, and besides taking the trains, she actually rushes to UA almost fast as a lightning bolt. Soon, Izuku makes it to UA in the nick of time. As he makes it to the door, he soon says, made it, barely. As soon, Bakyo's saying, you're late, what the hell, Hano? Seriously, your speed is ridiculous and yet you're always damn late. As Izuku's saying, had a little detour to take care of. As Bakyo's saying, oh, let me guess, another woman. As saying, God, I just hate it when you're right about this stuff like that. As then a couple people in class 1A couldn't help but laugh, besides Shoji and Shoto and Tokiyami, and Momo and Laura too. After hearing this, Kirishima in front of Bakyo saying, hey, what the heck is all that about, Bakyo? Saying, the damn nerd has a problem with girls. If anything, he has one of the weirdest luck when it comes to them. That all girls end up falling for his ass without even trying. And that's what's so damn annoying. And the worst part is, I have to play damage control for him without him even noticing. As Izuku saying, come on, enough of that. You're really starting to annoy me with stuff like that. I doubt anybody's going to believe something like that is possible. He soon realized that half of the girls in class were actually staring at Izuku, with soon of them turning around, as Izuku has a worried look in his face saying, what the hell was that? As soon the girls began looking at one another, as Bakyo saying, looks like a war, looks like you just started a war, Izuku. Be prepared for that. As soon Izuku just couldn't help but put his head down. Then the door begins opening, as it's Sarah, as saying, morning class 1A, as everyone is confused, saying, Miss Valentine, why are you here? What, isn't Mr. Aizawa going to be our homeroom teacher today? Oh yeah, he is, but I'm substituting for at least homeroom because some of the teachers have, a meeting today. As she soon says, oh, also, thanks again about this morning, Midoriya. I really appreciate that drink this morning. As soon everybody begins getting confused and wondering about what it was all that about. As saying, she was drunk and I just gave her some sobering tea, that's all. As everyone thinks this, as a couple of the girls couldn't help but get a little bit jealous of that. With soon, Sarah began explaining about what's going to be going down. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to hear them. Also, sorry if there isn't really a lot of action in this episode or anything like that, and more drama than anything. If you think about it, Rean's entire life is nothing but drama, so Izuku's life is going to be the same thing. So yeah, at any rate, tell me what you guys think in the comments below. like, subscribe, and also check out my Discord and my gaming channel. So, with all that said, this is Leon Mooky, signing out. Later.
Hi everyone, this is White Fox. If you liked Leon's video, click the video on the left to see the most recent one. And if you want to see more of this, click the subscribe button and notification bell and check out his playlists. If you still haven't subscribed, do so in the center. With that said, I hope to see you again on my love's channel. Bye!